Hi, my name is Jessica Reed, and I'm a special education teacher at Dade Middle School in Trenton, Georgia. And I am here today to talk to you about my capstone project. And this project was for the EDS program in instructional technology from Kennesaw State University. All right, so the title of my project was Google Classroom for Everybody. All right, so the goal of this project was to establish a resource of information and help program regarding teachers more familiar with Google Classroom experience for both the student and the teachers. This will be a team of students and educators who will receive training on Google Classroom. Will serve as a tool for the students because this will be the first year of implementation of one-on-one Chromebooks or technology in our classroom. The problem or need that has prompted this project is at DMS, there's a lack of information how to use it effectively. They're in this new technology in the classroom and exceeding the expectations from the district. So, getting the input from our stakeholders or stakeholders, i.e., the school board. Students have not been able to effectively use this type of instruction or the technology because there hasn't been any really type of training provided from teachers and other sources. We were just kind of given the Chromebooks and it was awesome. But now we've got this technology, so we have to figure out how to make it effective in the classroom. The proposed project is to increase achievement in a fun, engaging way for all the teachers and administration and students. The students would be a part of the Chrome Squad, and they would be for students who would not be successful in other school activities such as band or chorus. These are typically the students who would, I guess, be more of kind of the wallflower type students. This will allow for student ownership, and the teachers will be able to learn from the student to continue the circle of learning in the classroom. All right, so let's talk about what the actual capstone project plan was. The object for the plan is for a group of students to become the essential help desk for the school and provide training and engaging activities using Google Classroom for personalized learning applications in the middle school. So we are 6th through 8th, about 500 students. The need of this type of team is imminent as the middle school has just begun, like I mentioned before, the process of becoming one-to-one technology based, and especially in the academic core classes. The squad will enhance the educational experience for every member of the Dade Middle School family. The success for this project would be a functioning team of students who are able to answer any and all questions from students or teachers regarding Google Classroom. The Google Chrome Squad will also learn various aspects of the Google Classroom and provide various trainings for the aspect to teachers and other students by the end of the first 9 weeks of the 2018 to 2019 school year. And the Chrome Squad will conduct trainings with pre and post surveys results with students and teachers by the end of the second 9 weeks of the 2018-2019 school year. The students will also serve as a help desk setting where students and teachers can ask questions about Google Classroom or anything Chromebook related and can be used in the classroom for teaching and learning based on experiences from the third and fourth 9 weeks on of the school year. All right, so there are 3 different projects per the capstone, and the evaluation for each of the projects is a little different. So the evaluation of the first project will be to see if the trainings are helpful for the students and teachers and will continue to be answered throughout teacher surveys and performance rubrics over the course of the first 9 weeks that we actually implement the training. The first projects will consist of the Google Chrome Squad actually going through the trainings themselves and being prepared to answer questions and complete their own trainings with students, whether that's via face-to-face or even screencast. The trainings will be taught by myself or a co-teacher who has been assigned to help to sponsor the Chrome Squad this year. The students will be meeting with me every other week for a couple of hours, which will include me teaching the team for trainings and preparations for being able to conduct workshops and answer questions that they may have about Google Classroom. For the first 6 weeks, the students will have met with me for a total of about 1 to 12 hours. We'll learn the trainings for creating a Google Classroom, using Google Hangout and other Google options, such as Google Slides, Forms, and Sheets. For myself, this preparation usually is going to be about 4 to 5 hours to prepare a workshop and work samples such as like Nearpod and go-to guides for students and teachers to be able to share in the future. The guides will include how to create a classroom, respond to a post, create a forum, use Google Slides, use Flipgrid, and be able to have a digital workspace for all types of groups. Evaluation for this process will include the students creating their own digital workplace and being able to take a pre and post test after the training so they can show growth and show their knowledge, which makes them the learners of their own. The next part of the project will have the team members creating their own Google Classrooms and sharing their trainings that they have created on their own. This will probably take a little bit of time just because they have to learn how to create their own thing and come up with questions and answers and their own style of training, with us doing a little bit of mock training or practice in our Google Classroom. And so, also, the students that are going to be participating through the training that are not in the Chrome Squad will be doing this during their ELT. This is extra learning time, and they will create a project once they learn this Google information, and the project will be based on a rubric and will be judged by me to kind of receive a prize. This will allow us to really identify what standards that the students are using per the ITSE standards or even our Georgia PSE standards, and just being able to figure out, okay, what have they mastered and what do they need to continue to work on. And then the final project for this activity, so that was project 1 and 2, will be able to incorporate a Google Chrome help desk. And this will be made for the students about 10 hours per month between the months of December and March. And it will have students answer questions about anything Google Classroom, Google Forms, any type of Google activity, and even hopefully expand into the Chromebook and applications. All right, so about April, this will really kind of end our project, and this will be an opportunity for me to meet with the Google team to kind of see what's worked, what hasn't, and what can we plan for the next year. And definitely get feedback from the teachers and students who participated and discuss the results with the administration. All right, so let's actually talk about my capstone experience. Training the students on the various parts of Google was really interesting because they got so excited about different activities such as Google Draw, and they were interested in things that I wouldn't have thought would have been very interesting. So it was fun to share that with them. Through our trainings and assessments, we discussed how to use Google Classroom, Google Draw, Sheets, Forms, and how to use the Chrome Store. There are several times that I could let them create their own topics for potential training. One topic was to create how to share the correct applications for games, and it was highly favored by other students because even though they like to use the Chromebooks for student or teacher assignments, they really do like to use a Chromebook to get on the web and play games. And while this may not have been Google related, like I mentioned, gaming is a huge part of our students' activities in and out of the classroom. And so this type of training could lead into something for a future job or career. All right, so the training for the students was successful and they were able to start their own Google training. The second project was for the students to create training and share with other students and teachers. This really included the teachers that I worked with answering pre and post survey questions. And the main use of the trainings for students, they created screencast files to create videos on various topics. We're hoping next year to actually implement some training with some parents using the very similar topic to talk about Google Classroom. On the regular classroom, the students were expected to create a project using something they learned from a training and share with me for potential prize. There were a few classes that participated and completed the challenge, and they shared their knowledge by creating a slideshow or created some interest in different electronics. Surprisingly, we did get to complete several different projects this past year. All right, so the last part of the project was where the Chrome Squad actually served as the help desk. And this was really cool because the students really got to work with the kids more one-on-one and able to answer questions beyond a screencastify. They did make the Google seem more user-friendly for some of the kids, especially sixth graders. There were a few apps that seemed to need to work on for the training, but it's really been an interesting way to make reassess the documents that I've created over the course of the year to provide some extra detailed information for next year's squad. The evaluations for pre and post provided some detailed information to share with administration, and create some conversation points for the students to ensure authenticity of the services. The help desk was a little bit good and bad. Sometimes the students wanted to play, but sometimes they were very helpful with the others. So we just need to be able to be more consistent in being able to provide opportunities for the students by using the Chrome Squad. I have tried to express the importance to my students of reflecting and hope to continue it to improve it over time because, as we know, being able to reflect, we just can continue to grow. And based on the interaction success of the year, the Chrome Squad will continue to improve and share different topics next year. I'm really excited to see what we can do beyond the expectations we've done this past year. All right, so as the year progressed, this is my reflection on the overall project. It was really interesting to be able to take an idea and see it actually grow into something. Technology facilitation is something that takes a lot of planning and effort and can end up with different rewards than what you originally expected. The capstone met several of the ISTE/PSE standards, and the ones that I felt that were really important were 2.5, the differentiation, and 2.6, which was designing applications. Differentiation because of the opportunities and activities created for students to meet their individual needs, so more personalized learning, and then therefore doing to design applications for staff and students, it led to more technology facilitation in my school. I created a team with a coworker, and we presented professional development for staff and have chaired conference recently at Murray State University this past summer. Being a leader means creating opportunities for others to succeed and engaging activities that results in mastery of different standards. And then, which I think I did with the Chrome Squad, and especially being a special education teacher, having the kids work on presentations has allowed me to learn more about personal preference and learning and in a fun and non-academic manner, which makes them easygoing because they know they're not going to be graded on it as much. All right, so the planning for the capstone was a bit tricky because of being intentional with my planning time with everything else going on throughout the school year. And so it's really taught me how to prioritize my activity. Being a teacher leader is a tricky thing in school because it can either go really well or really bad. And fortunately, by using the Chrome Squad and other activities I've learned through this program, I have improved my technology understanding and I've created several cool opportunities for myself to be a teacher leader. And I think my administration has taken me in and has just really helped me improve as a teacher and a facilitator. The skill that many schools do not have is being able to participate in feedback, and I'm hoping that that's one thing I've improved with my kids is being more authentic with their feedback and engaging them in conversations on how they can improve. And also to help with this Chrome Squad, I have become Google Level Certified 1 and 2, and I'm a trainer. Recently got the trainer, and I'm in the next couple weeks actually applying for my innovator application to work with assistive technology in my district for the New York cohort. So, being a technology facilitator, even if I'm not a technology coach, has provided so many new opportunities, and I can't wait to see what the Chrome Squad presents in the next upcoming year. We are on Twitter at DMS Chrome Squad if you'd like to watch and see what we do. Just copyright acknowledgments, everything that I've talked about in my capstone has been used with permission or within guidelines of the fair use. My references are listed and were applicable at the end of the presentation, and every effort has been made to use for the rights for any information. And if I've overlooked anything, I'll be more than happy to make the necessary arrangements. Thanks so much.